Serverment, India welcome, and Abel Delangel, if one of Mr. Coach Price's class in aerospace. Yeah. Hopefully I could get 100 on this because I spent on this as well. I had the help of my teacher to summarize everything for me and help me to write in and type it down. And that day, was the excuse I did not bring my USB drive, so it's really stressful. So from today, I'm doing a project of the Outer Space Treaty. The Outer Space Treaty today in 1967 is the timeline that we are in. So just imagine 1967, that timeline we are in. The outer that the Outer Space Treaty comes into effect that the treaty was signed on January 27th, that same year as of May 2013, which meant that the May of 2013 meant was there's still people not signing the treaty. So yeah, till this day, 2013 to present. 129 countries has signed a paper or agreement. The agreement inspired by the great prospects opening up before mankind as a result of man entry into outer space. And what that nonsense means is that we are open up as mankind to people, and we are respectfully and need to treat this object in space fairly and respectfully. Activities of outer space, as I just said, including the moon, other natural body of outside of Earth's atmosphere, such as planets, space, asteroids, and other relatable resources out there of Earth's atmosphere. They should not be interfered or used as unnecessary uses like mining or in disposal. And those are the three important things that that just made this whole law so cool, because unnecessary means not to be used or not to be prevented. Um, what I said mining, mining is is kind of illegal, but it's more of illegal. That means that mining is illegal of outer space because we do not have access to that land. Even though if we claim it ours, we still had to fight a war, which is terrible, and that's how we solve things. I know the world is dumb. That's how we solve things. Why can't we just shake hands and just like, hey, you and I share this planet? No, it doesn't work out that way. That's the reason why they made the space treaty from preventing it. Mining is saying that I'm gonna rob a freaking bank and not take it back because they're not gonna find me. That's the same exact thing you're saying, that mining into a planet, find freaking diamonds for free, and you have all the credit that you need for the money, and other people don't, which makes it illegal. That's why. And my other resource was war. War is a big thing in this whole treaty because now these days we are having drones, we're having missile launches, aircraft launches, jets, and boats, and all the other crap that we have in the army and the military. And for that, the Cold War, as we started, we were using a lot of missiles and all that crap just to prevent from losing the war. But that's pretty scary. So that's the reason why we made it, so that way we don't have to, use that freaking missile. And what happens if it hits somebody accidentally? Exactly. So, from what I'm trying to saying is that if you launch a missile out of space and it hits one of the rockets, or one of the I guess basically like a spaceship outside of Earth, and it hits that Russia, well, what happens when that object falls to the atmosphere at I don't even know how many miles per hour that would go to the atmosphere. What if it hit our base or hit our houses? You see, that's the reason why we made this treaty. That way we could prevent from war and all the freaking money we owe to the people in our land. And such as disposal. Disposal is the second important thing in there because more likely we can't dispose bodies, dead bodies, waste, crap, pee, and trash, because that's just pretty gross, really. It's pretty gross. Just imagine trying to shoot off your turd in space like a rocket launcher, and it splats someone's face. Yeah, well, we can't do that, and it makes a whole mess when everybody does at the same time. Yeah, so, when the weather comes by, on a raining or shitty day, that's how you need to be inside all times. Yeah, who will want that? And this prevents from, I guess, polluting our freaking air. And polluting doesn't have to do with turd or does have to do with dead body. It's more likely um the ratio or the I guess the settlement or the freaking um I don't know, pairs of, waste coming to the atmosphere and making this weird radiation thing, whatever. It's just for perfect just, preventional use and all that. So we don't want nothing falling down from the atmosphere. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And from this excuse, because it forbids any government claiming its resource or any planet preventing the placement of weapons of mass destruction. You see, that's the reason why we made this, because we knew that if we prevent this from using weapons of mass destruction, something bad will happen after it is used. But does not, however, prevent the placement of conventional items in space. That means the conventional means the used and accepted by most people, usual or traditional, like transportation and technology for Earth's use, satellites, GPS, buses, cars, airspace, base. That's pretty much it. Airspace base could exist, and it still does. That's the reason why we have astronauts, living, spending the night in space, and fixing them, the freaking satellites and all that. That's the reason why we have them there. Good job, guys. And what's next? In 1979, an attempt was made to expand a treaty widespread or worldwide. So basically, in 1979, this paper agreement was trying to expand, but it didn't. This treaty was, however, by major space-faring nations, which means to keep it equal and fair for others, and therefore it was considered as a failure. So let me tell you what. The United States agree, Canada agreed, South America agreed, part of Africa agreed, part of Europe agreed, China, Soviet Union agreed, most likely Soviet Union or Russia agreed. But like other, let's just, I'm not trying to be racist, but let's just say like one of those Afghanistan people or those people who caused this nasty war, such as 9/11 and on the Black Hawk Down and all that. Those people did not agree to it. Yeah, sorry. If you're hearing this, Abdullah, I'm not trying to say that you're bad. It's just that other people didn't like the idea. Yeah. Uh, Mexico agreed, but it's just what it is. What it is. It does not make us all equal. It just makes us that this is kind of bullshit to us, and therefore was considered as a failure, and that's pretty much it. And if this affected the law in the future, I think there's only one thing that will affect is future colonization or plan can become a goal for any up to space for nation to settle in. Which that means is that any uses um of our planet has been, I guess, overpopulated or something like that, we might as well move to another planet, like the moon or Mars, just to get another self of a place to land in or settle in. Um, that will be interfering the laws of Outer Space Treaty of breaking it, because the law was created to prevent them from achieving it. So basically, this law was created to prevent any uses of mass destruction, weapons, disposal, and settlements in space and other planets, because that's just not fair for other planet rights. And I think, well, no, the fact that we have these laws will keep us equal and fair, which we did with the Bill of Rights and the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence from Great Britain. This is more likely a documentation of another document of people having laws for other planets. So we basically made laws for other planets and not to settle in, because for some other reason something bad will happen. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. Um, this is my conclusion. Everything I just read was the conclusion, body, informational thing that you wanted, which is the outcomes of space law did not existed. I presented my research, my conclusion, my major influence and decisions, and the dates involved in my research. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching my video and for me, getting beat up a lot. But thank you so much. Hope I get 100 and see you later.